Hello everyone, good morning to you all. My name is Nuliat Narada. I'm an assistant lecturer in the Department of Adult and Community Education. Most of you know me. I have interacted with you in year 1 and year 2. And as you join your final year and final semester, I'll be with you again in a course SCE 3108, Policy Issues and Comparative Adult Education. In this course, we will be looking at adult education as practiced and perceived in different situations and in different countries around the world. We will be picking country case studies and analyzing how their adult education is and how it is practiced. You know that adult education as practiced and perceived comes from the overall education system to establish this particular focus on adult education. So we'll be looking at the history of adult education, how it has emerged from overall education to focus on specifically adult education. In this course, Policy Issues and Comparative Adult Education, we will have a focus on policy issues in adult education in Uganda. We are going to look at whether we have enough policy instruments that guide practice and action in adult education in Uganda. And then we'll look at how a policy is devolved, because we as adult education in Uganda, we don't have an existing adult education policy. So we will be looking at how can we come up with a policy, what are the key ingredients, what do we need to increase, what do we need to include, how do we need to design a policy, what are the key instruments, what are the key ingredients, what are the key steps and stages involved. And then on the side of comparative studies, we will look at how adult education is in other countries, with the main aim of drawing lessons for good practice, because we know that we can learn a lot from what other countries are doing. Some countries are way advanced in terms of adult education practice and delivery. So we'll look at their existing policies, their structures, who is in charge, what are the budgets for adult education, how is it coordinated, who is in charge of ensuring that adult education is delivered, that programs and activities are in place and they're implemented. So we will have groups. We'll have two main assignments in this course. One will be focusing on policy issues, and the other will be focusing on comparative studies. So on the assignment on policy issues, you will be in charge as groups. We'll have smaller groups where you will design a draft policy for Uganda, relevant to Uganda's adult education system, and you'll present it in class for others to see. Because this course is a blended program, we will have physical classes, physical interactions, dialogue and discussions. As well, this course is on Mwele, on Makerere University Learning Platform. We shall have their discussions, asynchronous discussions over the week, where we'll have a topic and then we discuss on Mwele as we meet in class to conclude and continue with these interactions. On the part of comparative studies, you will be assigned country case studies to analyze and then present to the class. This can be through a video or through a physical interaction, where you will focus on policies in that country in relation to adult education, activities and programs in adult education, how adult education is funded, who is in charge, what are those institutional frameworks that are in charge of adult education delivery in those countries, and what can we learn from their adult education which we can adopt. As we pick lessons, we have to see whether it is relevant to our context, whether it is feasible and it is something that we can do. So this course will be based on class interactions, physical lectures, dialogue, discussions, and we will have online discussions on Mwere. I look forward to a practical and fruitful interaction with you, because you're in your final year and I know you have progressed more in terms of analysis, in terms of presentation, in terms of critical analysis of what is going on. So I'll be more interested in seeing how you analyze key issues in relation to policy in adult education in Uganda, and comparative studies, where we look at how adult education is perceived and practiced in other countries with the aim of learning from what others are doing to be able to improve our adult education. So I look forward to learning from you, learning with you, and you can find this video on Mwere and be able to see it there as well. So great to be with you, and I'm looking forward to interacting with you all along the semester. Thank you.